Hello.
Hey,
Good morning. Well, good morning where I am.
good
It's morning.
afternoon where I am.
There we go. The magic of time difference and the world spinning. Well, welcome, Basel. So this is your first time on the Talking Tennis stream?
Yeah, on Steam. Yeah, maybe on my in Madrid. I met John. Maybe there we went live for a bit, ten
Probably,
minutes,
maybe.
15. Yeah,
Okay. Well, welcome anyway. Welcome to this Talking Tennis stream. I see Terry is in the chat already. Hi, Terry. Um, and we're here to watch the Novak Djokovic and Hurkacz, who is coming in as an alternate match to decide who goes through in this green group. This green group became very complicated, no?
yeah. He came for the money, I think. No.
Look, being an alternate in Turin is the life. You're in Italy, you get paid money, and maybe you play some tennis, maybe you don't play some
Yeah,
tennis. Either way, I would sign up to be an alternate for Turin any day. So ATP, if you need anyone to just jump in with the racket, I'm available. I could do it, I'm sure. But
I will go. I will go for the ball boy. It's okay.
exactly. Um, so yeah, what do you think of this matchup? I think before we just jumped on, we were talking about the head to head a little bit. Um, and I guess has never beaten Djokovic ever.
Uh, it's not surprising for me. I
Yeah.
think, yeah, because Djokovic can handle the game of plan that Hubie has. So today, I don't think that's gonna be something new. Either if Hubie is really want to get 200 points in the ranking and about 300 thousand dollar, I think. It's more
Yeah.
than to win a 250 ATP tournament. So
This is
maybe it's for that to play for this, but I think Djokovic gonna win it.
okay. Let's see how it goes. Hubie is serving first, and the match is starting. I would be interested to see how Hubie's serve and his game works on these fast courts. I think it does give him some advantage. Um,
He already lost the first point
he already lost. He lost the first point, guys.
in his serve.
but no, but yeah, I think I kind of like that these players are now finally taking it to Djokovic. So I am hoping, and that was an ace to take the
First
second
test. Yeah.
take the second point. This might be an ace off if Hubie has anything to say about it. But for someone who's coming in as an alternate, some might think, what is he playing for? Do the points really? But I think it does. If we look at what's happening later on, right now, Hubie Hurkacz is at number 9. He's a number 9 in the world, and he, you know, by winning 200 extra points, it can separate him a little bit from Taylor Fritz, who's not that far off at the number 10 position. It could also put him with the opportunity to maybe, you know, get to the number 8 point if he does well in his tournaments
Yeah.
in January before
Australian.
Australian Open.
Yeah, you're right. I think he need to play for this, and it's gonna be interesting how really his serve on this surface gonna help him or not, because we already heard Alcaraz blaming about it. So I think it's good opportunity for him, and why not to play, to have some tennis before to go to holidays.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit of a warm up before you take a break here. Um,
Let's see, it's already 1-0, or we have a challenge here.
yeah, we have a challenge. I I think it was
Oh,
4.
it's in. Oh,
Oh, it's in? Perfect. Okay.
yes.
So then, eesh.
Deuce. No, they play the point.
Oh, they're replaying the okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe it was not the right call, and I don't know. I didn't really saw it in live, so it's deuce.
Yeah. I mean,
All the
again, for Novak here, he's definitely coming into a position where, you know, he can't lose this match. If he and you know, I really with round robin tennis, I just don't know all the permutations. I'm usually confused with what needs to happen for someone to go through. But I think Djokovic would really wants to win this match, if not for just confidence, but also to just make sure he gets into the semifinals.
yes, yes, yes. I think Djokovic must win it to see him in the semifinals. It's gonna be more testing because we have there and the other side Medvedev, and let's see if Alcaraz or Zverev gonna move on. And after his lose to Yannick, I think it's gonna be interesting to see Djokovic before the end of the season against Medvedev, or maybe in the semifinals, or Zverev, let's say.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what score? What's your score right now?
It's 1-0. Djokovic serving.
Djokovic serving. I think
Yeah.
we're actually pretty similar and might be ahead of the scores, but let's see
Mhm.
um, where it is.
What do you think about Djokovic lost the tiebreak 2 days ago against Yannick?
You know, I've heard a lot of discussion about that match, and I think the best thing I heard was Sinner won that match instead of Djokovic losing it. I think for that final tiebreak, based on the tiebreak before, I think Sinner was the one who. How many people voted? Oh, one person. I was gonna say, I was like, that is so one-sided, that vote. But right now, Novak has 100% chance of winning. But I think Sinner played an excellent tiebreak. God, there was an error, and I can't remember now what point it was. But I don't think Djokovic was as locked down as he usually can be sometimes in tie breaks for that final one. And I think, like he said in the press conference, Sinner was definitely braver in the important moments.
I,
When
I
it came to
think I think the crowd helped him a lot.
so
Sinner
much,
without the
so
crowd,
much.
it had to be more difficult,
Yeah,
and I like that.
yeah,
It's good for the tennis too.
yeah. No, the fact that this tournament is in Italy is so good for. Ooh, oh, that was nice. Oh, it's still going. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
close, close.
That was close. That was quite the rally between Djokovic and Hurkacz, and now we're 30 all. Um, if that rally has anything to say about this match, it's going to be interesting.
Good serve. The surface helping the players when they need to.
When they need to get out of
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. I think it's good that the surface is like that because we need the change of the surfaces like that, not to see all the indoors the same or the outdoors.
Yeah,
Maybe it's tricky for the players or not comfortable all the time, as we saw in Indiana Wells when Medvedev complained about it. So I think it's good for the tennis,
No, yeah.
and you want to see the players come to different places and to play, and let's see if he can play on the court like in the grass and the hard court. It's interesting for me.
Yeah, no, I agree as well. I agree maybe there should be even more variety, because I think what the players have said so far is that this court is the fastest all year and all the other hard courts are slow. I think Medvedev was saying that too, at the end of his press conference, at the end of his match yesterday. And yeah, maybe there should be faster hard courts throughout the season so that it's not such a jarring change when you then come into the finals at the end.
Yeah.
Hubi is doing a lot of great, at least in this game here, serving and volleying. He's coming to the net. The last 2 points, he's come to the net, which has been very good for him.
Uh, I hope he's doing this more
Yeah.
because with his serve, and if he's planning to get inside the top eight and to be a really good player against maybe Rublev or Rune or Fritz or Zverev, he must do something different. And we saw
Yeah.
yesterday with Zverev, he lost the tiebreak because of his, I don't know how to say it. He's already 7 years in the tour, and he has problems with the volley, with many
Oh,
other shots.
those volley errors yesterday from Zverev
So
were
I
incredible.
think I think for such a player, he need to be in different place. He need to
Yeah.
be better because you see the problem, you feel it, and the crowds saw this. Maybe it's time to move forward to go to the next step. You cannot continue play baseline, and you have opportunity with the serve to go to the net to have volleys, but he's not using it.
No, he's not. Um, so we are still on serve here. The players are at their sit down. That was a good game from Hurkacz. There was 2 net points. There was a double fault in there that went that was that gave Novak the point, but then 2 aces, and he served out the game. So far so good. Hubi's looking good. Novak's looking good. So this let's see how this goes. I
We're
feel a
going to a
tiebreak.
tiebreak.
I jinx, but I was like, I feel a tiebreak coming.
Yeah, I think it's the normal one. If we didn't get
Yeah,
to the tiebreak, so it's something new. So let's hope to see something else.
yeah. Um, no, but you're right. You're right about Zverev. I don't know what happened yesterday because he should have won that first set. He should have won that first set, and he didn't. And it was because of those volley errors at the net that were just, you
And
know,
now he's waiting a gift from Medvedev to move forward. So I think
yeah, which is not how you want to qualify, but
yeah, of course, but maybe this year was a good one for Zverev after he's come back from the injury. So I personally waiting to see him in the next year in a different place and to be more competitive.
yeah. I think for him to have actually even made it to Turin is a win for him,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, of course. Yeah, I agree. I
because
agree.
of his injury and how the beginning of the year started for him. So I think he should be happy with that.
Of course, and after the case that he had, it's good for him to play here. And if he goes to the semifinals, it's
It's
really the comeback of the year for him.
I know. It's a major bonus.
Yeah, Djokovic serving well in this game. For Tilov, wow, yeah, great
Ooh,
volley.
great volley there from Djokovic to take it to 40.
So you see what Djokovic did right now.
Yeah,
I'm dreaming to see Hurkacz or Zverev do such things. It's it's not. I don't know. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's not difficult to try to do it sometimes.
and I don't know if you know they came. Ooh, that was a nice
Yeah,
passing shot from Hurkacz, cross court there. So that, I mean, that is sort of the issue that you might, not the issue, but sort of the risk. Yes, the risk you take from coming to the net like that is, if you have a player that can play a passing shot like that, it's, you should look out. But you're right. These players need to become better at playing.
and
At
I
the,
think what makes Rooney or Senior better and better because they are trying to do something different.
Mhm.
Rooney, for example, when he lost to Djokovic, he went to the net after the second serve, so he trying to to do something, not just staying back and hitting. So those kind of players who's changing something, I think they have more opportunity, especially against Novak.
Yeah, it's why Carlos is so good against Novak, because he has the variety and he plays different shots and you don't know what's coming next. You can't. You're right. You cannot just sit at the baseline and then just hope for the best.
I think for Novak to play like this, it's a good option. I think
Yeah.
he's good with that. Let's see, it's 4:30. Oba, Dios.
Oh, deuce. Here we
She,
go.
she came back from left 40.
Yeah. And again, it's the variety. The first thing that the first sort of crack he made was that passing shot when Novak came in for the volley. And now again, it's like another volley shot from Hurkacz that is giving him this opportunity in the fourth game.
Yeah, and you see, he's already 3 points back to back. So I think he need to do something different. And I think for this match for Ruby, it's the perfect match to do something because he have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose at all.
So maybe try to play serve volley or something else to see how could Novak react to this such a plan.
Yeah.
So I think after the first set maybe he can change something.
Yeah. I mean, you're right about the with Hubi having nothing to lose here. I think he has everything to gain, you know. Depending on how this match goes, it could be a really good boost taking him into next year, even confidence wise, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Before the holidays to have such win over number one ranking, it's not a bad thing. I think.
No, no.
Let's see, it's 40 all and Opa. Ooh,
Ooh, that was, yeah. That
that
was
was
Djokovic with the cross court winner, just in the corner right there. That was good.
good point. Even Hopi is doing like for him.
Yeah.
Good
Hey,
serve.
hey guys, you okay?
Okay. Hello. We have
Hi,
Hey,
hi Basil, Anastasia. How are you
hi.
guys?
Hello.
hi. How are you?
Yeah, more goals. Yeah, I think I got in the right time. It's like 2-2 now, isn't it? But
Yeah.
the score is
Yes,
saying
it's
like it is.
so
Yeah, we're all, oh, it's, wow, this is a first. I think we're all on the same on the same part of the stream for the first time ever. Has this ever happened before? Our producer can tell us, but I think we are all on the same like,
yeah, yeah.
which is great. What
The
are you
first
guys
time
all
I'm
watching on?
I'm watching it on Prime Video, and
Okay.
yeah, at the moment it's like Hurkacz serving. I think it's like I was checking like his serving in his first service game. It was like really on spot, like really fast and also in good placement. I think this court or indoor courts generally are just really good for like the big servers.
Yeah.
So that could be his chance to actually turn the table and win at least one match against the GOAT.
Yeah. No, his serving has been pretty good so far. And Hubie indoors, we saw during the sort of the indoor swing, he was doing very well.
What do you guys think? Like, he needs to improve to actually, like, have better chance winning this match.
I think all the stuff that Basil was saying is completely correct. He just needs to, play more at the net. Like his net game is that variety is, I think, what's going to, give him a chance in this matchup.
We're showing Novak practicing.
Was that today?
I'm not quite sure.
But
Hubie is playing well. Novak is not happy with the situation.
I think, like, when you're seeing, like, on the screen, you can't actually see, like, how fast the balls are actually going up and down. But I was actually, like, watching the fourth round, like, meeting between these two at Wimbledon. Like, it's just generally Novak's, like, shots are really flat and going fast.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a weird miss from Novak there to take
it. It's so close.
Just out. He tried to go down the line, and Hubie was nowhere. I mean, Hubie was on the other side of the court, and he tried to go down the line, and he missed it by going out.
That's meaning that he's not clearly inside the game yet.
Yeah, maybe he still needs to warm up a bit. Although he's giving himself a chance now. It's 40-30.
I think he's already got this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-2 now. Novak serving coming up.
Yeah.
I think probably Hubie's mindset today is quite different. As you mentioned, like, he has nothing to lose. And why not just give it a try, like, being full on and see what happens.
Yeah. Especially after their match at Wimbledon, where I feel,
I think Hubie has a chance there.
Yeah. So I think he I don't know. Hubie was really fighting to be in this tournament. Yeah. Like during the indoor swing, I think he saw that he had a chance and he was trying really hard to make it into this top 8. And there were definitely opportunities there. So the fact that he's actually being given the chance to play and then to play Novak might be incentive enough for him to try and see what he can do here. We'll see.
Because I was watching the Wimbledon match between these two, and after they finished with a 5 sets match, and Hubie was actually quite positive about playing against Novak, and he was not really actually very down or not sure about what's going on. Yeah. Why are we showing my Twitter handle?
And you know what I was actually thinking about during the Sinner match was Sinner felt the exact same way after his Wimbledon matchup where he was so positive about it. And I was like, he just lost in 3 sets, but he was so positive. He felt like he had made some strides. So, it again, I think it's really good for tennis, for men's
Exactly.
tennis, that these guys are, you
Yeah.
know, they're chipping away
Yeah.
at head-to-heads against Novak, because you don't want it to just be, oh, Novak wins every tournament he enters.
Exactly. We can see that head is like in a 6-0. I remember like Sinner was playing like in Medvedev. It was like in a 7-0, and finally he got one.
Yeah.
So let's see, like, you know, if this this applies to, like, you know, Hubert against Novak. It would be really fun. I think this is,
Yeah.
like, you know, enough incentive for him to actually, like, you know, get this win, because you wouldn't want to actually keep losing to the same person.
Over and over again. You're right about that. Sinner and Medvedev head-to-head. You were like,
Yeah.
he needs to crack it here.
Yeah. Now he's winning, like, you know, 2 times in a row, like Sinner. So I think he evolved a lot, especially serve and also the volley. Like, he's more willing to actually come to the net, to actually, like, you know, to intercept, to volley. So I have a good hope of him, like, you know, winning this whole thing.
Yeah. No, I think he's doing pretty well.
You know, guys, I thought just about if Novak loses today
Hmm.
and he's not going to semifinals, so
I
it
don't.
was it was really it was really good that he beat Rooney to be in the top of the seed end
Yeah.
of season. So that match already have had a really count.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. I do think, like, for example, like, you know, Novak just finished his serve, like, you know, like 5 points in a row. I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, 4 points in a
Yes.
row. His serve is so great, especially indoor, like the placement.
Yeah.
And also he's the best, like, you know, returner in the world. So giving pressure for whoever is serving against him. So I do think Novak still have another gear. Sorry, still has another gear. Like, you know, he's not
Yeah,
actually his 100. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, actually. Watching this, I just feel like he hasn't actually,
Like, go for it.
yeah,
Like,
hasn't gotten there yet.
yeah, exactly.
And
I
which is
agree.
kind of scary, but
But you know, Adrian, I think
Yeah.
he's serving like that. The experience here is playing the main role. I think he knows in each play, each point, what to do, where to serve, and he knows the player on the next side of the net. So I think the experience that he has
Mhm.
helping him.
Yeah.
And we see a really great service or a great plays from him that the young guys still didn't have it.
Well, yeah, he's certainly. And well, I'm just really, like, you know, appalled by the idea that he's 36, still he's that at another level. Like, you know, all the so-called younger generation couldn't even actually see his back. So it's really, like, you know, it's scary when you're thinking about it.
and you know, I'm all for, you know, you see players like Novak, Adrian Manarino. I'm all for, and in terms of the world, they're not old. He's only 36.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see athletes, the longevity,
Yeah.
the possibility of the longevity of
Mhm.
athletes, like, to be like that. Like, I feel like it should be encouraging to all the young players to say, you
Yeah.
could keep going if you sort of keep your body together. And
Yeah.
the science these days it's so much better than back in the day. So it is possible. But you are also right that it is kind of frustrating sometimes
Yeah.
that there's
I'm more
and
I'm more so sorry to interrupt. I'm more frustrated for the younger generation. Like, you know, what else can we do? Like, you know, we're training in the same way, we're actually eating in the same way, and we're actually looking at, like, Novak playing day in and day out. We're trying to actually emulate, but still we can't do anything about it. Like, you know, it is
yeah,
so frustrating for them.
yeah. It can definitely be frustrating. And
Yeah.
you know, I think, like Basil said, there Novak does have the experience. That's the
Yeah.
thing too. So not only has he kept his body healthy and strong, but
Yeah.
then he has all those years of experience that the kids don't have. So
Yeah.
he almost has an extra edge
Yeah.
that they don't have. So I
It's
can understand that.
Yeah. Especially in the big tournaments, for example, ATP finals or Grand Slam finals, like, he played like a Rafa Nadal and like, Roger Federer, the one of the best in the world or like in history. So those are the experience like so-called generation, next generation didn't have. So yeah, like that is not something like, you can have just by practicing or like playing normal tournaments. I think that's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
Sean said like it's happening in all sports. Like it's unlucky for Zverev Tsitsipas of the world. Normally they would have more. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's why like these like great players are great. Like they are different. They are not normal.
I totally agree with Sean. It is happening in all sports. You see it in basketball all the time, like someone with like LeBron James, who's still going, like he's a 20-year-old. But and then carrying those years of experience too. What I do I feel bad? I don't think I feel bad for Tsitsipas or Zverev because you now have players like Sinner and Alcaraz who skipped them basically.
Yeah, but I think, to be honest, like for Novak, I think he's more challenged by Sinner or Alcaraz than like Zverev or Tsitsipas at their age. I'm not quite sure I'm making sense or not. For
No,
example,
you are. Yeah.
Zverev and Tsitsipas, when they're at early 20s, they are good players, but they're not actually challenging Novak as
guys,
Carlos.
Here's the point that Zverev, Tsitsipas, I think they are in the age that they have enough experience to move to the next step to deal with Novak, but they are not doing anything. They're playing the same. They are not changing anything. They're staying with their daddies on the coaching, and they are not trying to do something different. Maybe for 1 year to take a step back from the parents and do something different. Because in this way, if they'll continue like that, they're not going to win a major, especially with the Sinner and Alcaraz, maybe Rooney, maybe Shelton. So I think they need to change something in the playing, in the coaching side, in everything. If they want to make something different or to win a Grand Slam,
Yeah.
they just cannot stay and watching what they are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I think we talked about this earlier in the stream, Basil, but they are not they play the same. They've played the same from when they first came up on tour. And yes, it worked for them, early on, but you have these new players coming up who take more risk. That was an awesome rally. And
yeah, I was gonna say that. I thought like that was Novak doing to Hubie, but it turned out it's Hubie doing that to Novak. That's really unusual.
That was Hubie. That was
Hubie. Stormy forehand. Yeah.
It's not the ordinary sense that we see every day.
I think Novak's serving's like dropped for the past two like serving games. It's like not really. I don't know. Like power is not there. Probably he's like like it reached like the energy's dipped a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I think Djokovic is looking to have some problems with the crowd to to play good.
I actually think it's funny because I think it was during the Sinner match, where he was egging on the crowd and he was like, yeah, like boo me, blah, blah, blah.
Breaking the rackets.
Yeah, he really does take energy from
the audience.
The sort of an acrimonious crowd. And I was like, people, do you not know his game plan? And this is his game. but I think the positivity of the crowd for Sinner took Sinner further than the negativity towards Novak. So I was happy for that.
Yeah, I do think like the home crowd probably helped a little bit for Sinner's win. Like I'm not trying to take credit from his win. It's just like whether it's a home crowd or not, it's like making huge difference. I'm sure like the Italian audience definitely wouldn't hold back, like showing their support to Yannick Sinner. Yeah.
We have my friend Saleh in the comments.
Right. That's why he said greetings
As
to
I
you.
said to you, Basil, next gen is too weak.
All right.
Okay.
Well, define next gen, because
I know,
Novak.
yeah. Is it next gen Tsitsipas Zverev and next gen is
the mid next gen maybe. I know. I know him. We do a lot of spaces on the Arabic language on Twitter.
Yeah.
So we already talked about it. I think, and I'm really sorry for Zverev and Tsitsipas to not winning a major, but they are not doing anything new to make a change or to win it. So it's their choice.
With all that being said, like it was actually 2 years ago last year. Like I think it's 2 years ago at French Open, the semi-final when Zverev was playing Nadal. I think he really got a chance if he was not actually injured, if that accident didn't happen. Yeah.
Even of the injury, sorry, Adrian, he had many chances and he didn't do.
He didn't exactly.
He didn't finish the points.
Yeah, didn't action on it. Yeah.
Wow, this is really looking like a tiebreak. Everyone.
I already told you if you're not going to the tiebreak, so
usually. All right, that's a really great serve. Oh, it was out. I thought that was a great serve on the tee. Usually it's at this point, or maybe next to serving game of Hubert, that Novak's gonna be aggressive on return and win at least one game to finish this set. Like he has that sort of routine or rhythm to actually play his game. So you see, he even looks more determined now than before.
Yeah,
that's how I feel. All right.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see what you're saying. Now Adrian's stream is ahead. I don't know why it changes over time because I was like, what's the serve? Because the first serve is out wide, but there we go.
Yeah. I'm actually on 40-15 at the moment.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so
your stream wins.
You're
maybe
I'm a bit I'm in the future. I'm in the future.
You're
doing a little bit of time traveling now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why, but I'm a little bit ahead than the score the live score you're checking at the moment.
Hurkacz already has 10 aces.
Wow. What was the center? I think the center match, Djokovic got 20 aces, I think, in that.
Mm-hmm. I do think Djokovic's serve is the most underrated serve on tour. People are not talking about his serve because he's backhand is so brilliant. But I think his serve is why he can is what actually put him into this position. His serve is so brilliant. It's not so fast or so spinny. It's just the placement. He will look at the opponent and choose the most correct point for the ball to land, and it's so unpredictable as well. So yeah, it does make for men's tennis. I think serving is probably the most important weapon a player should have.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. We had already 5-4 for Hubie.
Yeah.
And here I want maybe we're gonna talk about this point. If now he's playing Medvedev or maybe Alcaraz against Novak and 5-4, I think they will do something different in this game, the next game, to maybe to take the set. So I really hope that Hurkacz is going to do something different.
different here.
So because
I don't
experienced players in such games do something to make that change. For I don't I need to believe in Hurkacz to do something now.
Mhm.
There is a tweet that's out from a reporter that's in the
Stadium.
audience
Mhm.
there, and he says that Gomez Herrera, who's in Nole's camp, was telling him to step back on the return.
Telling
during
who? Telling Novak or telling?
Telling Novak to step
Oh,
back
right.
and return. Yeah, and he didn't do it, and then he lost the point, which is interesting. There it is.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I for some reason, and I don't know why. I know we've said this, but I just don't feel Novak has reached his best so far in this match. He's just going
Yeah.
through the motions a little bit. So yeah.
Wow, that was it ours? Oh God.
Yeah,
That was a
still
brilliant show. I'm
played.
not quite sure you guys are watching it. No, this is the first point of the 10th game. Oh, that was so good. I can't believe that was out. Oh, the margin is so small as well.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, was that? Oh, it was
Yeah, I
out?
thought that landed in, but it was out.
He didn't even challenge or not?
Did he challenge it? No, he's not.
He challenged it. That's why they're replaying there is a replay of the
Okay.
point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Yeah, the
was
margin is
missed
so small.
out. It was like,
Yeah. That's a
that was
genius shot. Yeah.
That's a good. But that's what you need him to do if he's gonna sort
Yeah,
of, he has an
exactly.
opportunity here to break and close out
Yeah.
the set. But let's see.
You see Novak serve like for example this serve it's actually to the body and it bounced so high even Hubie as a tall player is having difficulty actually control it to tame the ball. So the serve just so various when I see Novak's playing. So yeah, so good. Yeah, he started toying Hubie now. I think Hubie, because he's tall and which actually gives him some disadvantage when moving. If he can't move, improve his moving, I don't think he stand a chance. That's the main bit. He needs to improve to actually have a chance to beat Novak.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I mean that point to get to 40 love here. That was, he was just playing. It was, like you said, he's toying with him at this point.
Yeah.
And he is trying to get to the corners, but it's pretty tough. That was out. Okay.
Oh, great serve. That was a great serve. You really don't know, where the serves are gonna go.
That's the experience that I talked about.
Yeah, absolutely. I may sound like I'm simping over Novak, but I'm just so impressed.
5-all.
Yeah, 5-all. Here we go. How tall are you, Basil?
That's your question.
178.
178. So that's I'm doing math now.
I don't know in feet, but
wasn't it a 5 feet 9? 5 feet 10, I think.
10?
Yeah. 5'10", yeah.
5'10", yes. My friend Salih is asking if you had listened us to our podcast in Arabic.
I have not, because
No,
I wouldn't be able to understand.
I wouldn't understand, but I think it would be really fun. Oh,
Okay.
Hubie just like there's only one weapon that Hubie needs to rely on in this match. Is serve. If he's
It's
serving well, there is a chance. If it's not serving well, like, he'll be toyed by Novak.
yeah, just oh,
Oh, stormy.
okay. It's his yeah.
What does Novak mean? Like, he's just like, waving his hand, saying like, the audience doing something, or
Let me. I haven't seen it yet. Let me see.
it's 40-15 now.
Oh, I think
you see, he needs something. He need to complain about something. He
he
need
needs to complain something. He
conflict with the crowd to get inside the game.
Yeah.
yeah. He. I think he's motioning that they're talking during the serving, but then again, it's like, but it's not your serve. It's Hubie's serve.
Yeah.
So, if anyone should be affected, it should be Hubie.
Yeah.
But you're right. He needs something. He needs
to do.
something.
Yeah,
to-
yeah. Like, yeah, I agree with you.
Wow.
Like,
Okay. I'm sorry. Did you just
It's all right.
see that backhand volley?
yeah.
That's what Zverev missed yesterday.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
what he missed
But
yesterday.
that one's much easier than the Zverev one, though. Like, if
I don't know, guys. I
it doesn't
don't know if
compare.
it's much
Sorry.
I don't know if it was much
I hope
easier.
I hope Zverev learned from yesterday's mistakes, and I
Yeah.
hope he's going to do something new the next year.
Yeah.
The next year, he should just go on court right now and just practice backhand volleys. Like, just that's all his practice should be.
As
'Cause I was
Agassi did 1,000, 2,000 volley backhand.
I was like screaming at my television. I couldn't. Anyway, that was yesterday.
So you are like Anastasia? Are you like Zverev fan? Are you want him to win, or
Oh no.
You
At
just feel
all.
like feel sorry for
But
missing
I
the.
just to miss a point like that,
Oh yeah.
that was I just.
But I'm not sure you guys are playing tennis a lot or not, because when you practice, you feel really relaxed. So your motion is like as fast as you can be. But when you're playing in a match, when you're nervous, when you're actually like too keen to do things, your motion is
Yeah.
like really out of control. Like you can do that in your mind, but when you're not with your hands. So like I think that's like understandable mistake, but of
Yeah.
course, like you'll feel very sorry that he missed such a simple shot.
And I think too, you have such a great point. I am being a little harsh, but watching from home, you think, oh, I could do
Yeah,
that.
I can
Backhand
do that
volley.
as well.
But you're at the ATP finals with I don't know how many thousands of people in the crowd and
Yeah,
semifinals on the line. Yeah, you get nervous. I completely accept that.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
was still screaming at my television. So it's
Right, this is gonna
okay.
be a very decisive. This is gonna be a very decisive, game.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, what's that?
We got a status now. It's like baseline 0.1. Novak was 16 and Hubie was 10, which is not surprising. Like
I think all of us and Hobie is knowing that if he keep on the baseline, he has no chance.
Yeah.
So why being in the back, I don't know. Try to go to do something, could go to the net, even though you are losing the point. So go do this or that. So do something different.
I have to put my fiver on, like that shot actually landed in. So oh, sorry, you guys probably a point like behind me. You should be watching that point now. That
Yeah.
the return. Yeah, the return is definitely on land online.
Wasn't that in?
Yeah, I think it was in. It was totally in. Yeah, it is in.
Okay.
But still, like the score is like a 30 love. I don't know why.
I don't
It
know why
did
it was
change
in. So it should be
challenge. Ooh.
15 all.
Yeah, we should go 15 all, isn't it?
Yeah. The
Because it
score
land
should be
in.
all. Maybe they'll switch it in a second, but it should be 15.
Right.
No, I think Hubie is
Or
want
maybe
to go
Hubie.
to tiebreak. Want the tiebreak.
If Hubie's in tiebreak, probably he's got a chance. But like the Novak's record in winning the tiebreak is just phenomenal. Like you wouldn't want to actually go to tiebreak with Novak, apart from the tiebreak last yesterday. Sorry. Yeah, yesterday. Is it yesterday with Sinner? No, the day before yesterday, against Sinner. The tiebreak he lost in the first set.
Yeah.
All the previous, in this year, all the previous tiebreak, he managed to win. I think there is another one, Carlos probably won tiebreak in Wimbledon, and that's it. He's so good at tiebreak.
I'm so confused because it's not just Google, it's like the score on screen. Shouldn't it be 30-15 now?
I would agree with you. Or maybe Hubie didn't challenge, but it show the producer is showing us what the
Hubie-
point was.
Hubie
Hubie probably
did
cancelled the challenge.
Just the we saw in
Yeah,
the
just to show to the audience that where the
Yeah.
ball lands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
you
That's
see,
a bummer.
it's
Sorry.
tiebreak.
Yeah. Okay.
What a surprise.
Tiebreak.
Tiebreak.
Let's do it.
Okay, guys, let's make a prediction. What do you
Oh
think?
no,
Oh no.
that's 1 point behind now. It's a mini tiebreak, mini break.
No.
I think Novak 7-3.
Novak 7-3.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be a good guess.
Yeah.
I would agree
Yeah, we
with
got
you.
the mini break.
Either 6-3 or less. By the way, I'm a Hubie fan, so I shouldn't say that, but
Okay. So yes, we have the mini break here already.
Yeah.
Let's see how we go.
Let's see Novak's serve. Hopefully, it's
Hubie
second serve now.
7-5. Oh, can I ask that, guys? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Hubie's so gentle on the second serve. He didn't really go for it. Oh, that volley was not really good. Oh, yeah, it's gone.
Guys, my friends want to know who you are supporting.
In this match,
Actually, not in this game. Actually, I think normal in the whole tour.
yeah. Well, I don't actually follow any specific tennis player at the moment on tour. Probably, I have high hope on Carlos to do better than others. If Carlos is playing someone else, I would always wish he's gonna win. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. That volley for the second, I see what you mean. It wasn't enough. He just put it in such a perfect striking position for it was kind of like,
yeah. If Hubie has Novak's touch, the volley will be completely different.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the difference. It's always those details.
Yeah.
I like Hubie's new hair though. Completely off the topic. Sorry. I really like his new hair. He looks smarter now. Oh no.
Oh no. That's not a good face.
Yeah.
Are we at 4-all? Or 4-love, sorry?
Sorry? Yeah, it's 4-love now. I told you it's either 6-3 or less.
Okay, guys, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How many tiebreaks each player play this year? Hurkacz
I feel like
Novak.
Hurkacz plays tiebreak every set he plays. Every set he plays with a tiebreak.
It is reasonable to believe that. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. 5-0.
Oh, come on. What's happening?
Well, I think it's the first serve. Like, it's the first, like, because he started the tiebreak, and the first serve was actually returned really well by Novak, and he lost the first point, and he didn't actually have time to get back. Like, to kind of buck up, to actually get himself together, and now, like, it's too late.
It's too late, and that's the thing about tiebreaks. It just, blink
Yeah,
an
it's
eye,
just
it's gone.
yeah, blink an eye. Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think, again, I really just don't think Novak is playing at 100% here. But
No, not at all.
this is an awful tiebreak for
Yeah.
Hubert. He's not there.
Like, I feel like, he has been, like, trying, like, so hard in the normal, like, set, and now it's tiebreak. He thought he has a chance to actually just let it go for a little bit, but no, there is no chance for you to actually let it go even a tiny bit. Yeah.
Not even a little.
Not even a little. You have to give your 120% all the time through 2 hours and more to actually have a chance to. Yeah.
I know our producer voted Hubie 7-5. So, comeback starts now. And, he's gonna get it.
Ooh, wow. Well, at least he got a point. At least he's got a point. That's a really, really beautiful point. I'm sure you guys are watching this point now. Like, it's really beautiful.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah. Finally, Hubie did something.
He did something. He did something.
Oh no! Look at the next point.
Oh,
You
no.
should see how beautiful the return is. That was so amazing from Novak.
If the score was close, maybe 4-3 or something, Novak gonna look at him. What are you doing to me?
You see the last point, like,
Yeah.
the return was, like, ruthless.
Yeah. So Novak takes the first set with tie breaks, winning in tie break 7-1. Wow.
I think.
Let's see
the
what they're
game is
doing.
over. The game is over.
How do they do in the first set? Yeah, like, Hubie has more unforced error and more winners as well. Well, Hubie served 10 aces, Novak's 3. But data-wise, I think the biggest difference is the second serve.
Wow, guys. Unforced errors, Novak Djokovic 5.
Yeah.
Second serve
really
1, Novak
100%.
85, Hubie 38.
Wow. Okay. I think he's sort of, maybe he's playing at his 80% right now. He's definitely not redlining it, so.
Yeah, of course.
Does he wear contacts? They just had an extreme close-up of Novak's eyes, and he looks like he wears contacts.
The funny thing is that Novak wins the set without something special, or he just was sold in the baseline and boom, boom, boom. Maybe point here, point there, but we didn't see something special from him.
No. Are we at the inevitable part of this match? Are we sort of, and maybe just because that was a pretty dismal tiebreak from Hubie, but I'm like, what does he have to do to even have a a chance here.
You know, when you're playing with this guy for the seventh time in your career, and you already lost the previous six, try to do something in such a day that you really have nothing to lose. So it's not. I know it's not easy to say from here. I'm sitting at home, but you know,
Yeah,
Rublev, for example, Rublev staying on the baseline, boom, 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 and he has many chances to go to the net, and he did not do it.
yeah,
So Hobie, maybe to do something different. I know that it's not easy to do something you're not usually to it, but man, you need to do something else, not just to have your serve and wait to Novak lose the point or made a mistake. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe you need to do this one. But let's hope that really gonna have a little bit fight in the next in the second set, and
And especially, you know, in a situation like this where he literally has nothing to lose. He has nothing to lose. This would be almost the perfect
yeah,
play.
like a practice day, do something new.
Yeah. Because hey, if it doesn't work, it's fine. You lost, it didn't work, but at least you know maybe for next time this is what you
It's
could
not
do or
working. Yeah,
change or something like that. But yeah, it is it's interesting that more people don't. And yes, you're right. Sitting at home on my couch, it is very easy to say, try variety, do something new. Maybe they can't. Maybe, I think, wow, that was the backhand volley. I mean, that was beautiful from Novak. Sometimes he's a good player. He plays well, this Novak Djokovic person.
so, sometimes he win because he's just standing on the other side, and his opponent don't know what to do. Maybe he's afraid of him. Maybe he just stop moving. I don't know, and
Yeah.
it's not easy. I understand, but when we are talking about guys who are in the top 50 in the world, I will not say top 100, top 50, and they have earning so much play game and experience and money, and you are not facing him for the first time. So maybe you need to think twice before you gonna do the same thing again and again and again. We talked, maybe all of us talk about Medvedev where he's standing on the return, but guys, he has good results. He won a Grand Slam. He has, so maybe his plan on the game it's not good for us, but he did something. But if we talk about Rublev, for example, or Hurkacz, or those guys, or Fritz, they're just repeating, and there's no results. Guys, you need to wake up. You need to do something if you want to go to the next step. If no, it's okay. So we can watch you as a top 10, top 20 player, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Hope is out of the game. He just
A little bit. His kind of his level kind of has changed a bit. I mean, the first point of this game was beautiful. It was like he came to the net. There was like an overhead. It was a really good rally. But then now, the second point was just an overhead forehand, which was weird.
you,
But
you know he came to the match maybe
he did.
was thinking about something, and the most painful thing that he lost the first set, and we didn't see anything different from Djokovic. So maybe he's now thinking, wow, he just stands there and hit back, and I lost. So
Yeah,
maybe mentally he's already lost the game.
yeah. Hopefully not. Let's see. We believe in you, Hubie. You could give us a third set. Let's go.
Just just to have a game.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Much better.
Challenging. Yeah, much better. Novak is challenging, but I think it's in.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, it's in. You know, I like the stadium, the inside door in Turin.
Yeah, Turin is really and I think they have the contract, I think, for 2 more years, maybe. I'm not sure. I think I heard that somewhere, but I like the stadium of Turin. I actually have a friend who's there right now watching this match. And she's had such a good time. Because she came from Singapore for the tournament for 2 days.
Oh.
And and that's the thing. It's you know, I don't want to get into sort of the conversation of what's happening on the other tour, but it's nice when you know you have a location like this, you know it years in advance, so people can sort of book ahead because the crowds they're sold out.
And Italy is a tourist country, so it's
exactly. You know,
not as Cancun for the WTA.
Yeah. But yeah, no, she said the experience has been great. She's been watching like practices on the practice courts, and she's having a good time, which is great. Welcome back, Adrian. You've missed nothing.
Yeah, guys, you know, maybe
you're
in
muted.
10 minutes, I need to go in 10 minutes. It was
okay.
So we're gonna speak, and before I leave, I gonna have good words for about you.
Have a good chat about this match.
Yeah.
I think I'm just hoping like the second set he wouldn't go one way, because like, you know, if Hubie won the first set, then like, you know, he's probably have more momentum to actually go for it. But if he lost the tiebreak, then he would be like, you know, am I still having any chance this second set or not? I'm just hoping he still get his hopes up and keep trying. Wow, I'm not quite sure you guys saw that point or not. I'm at like 1-0, but now it's like 40-15 for Novak. Like that loop was like so brilliant.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
The lob, sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I get that. Oof. Yeah.
Because Hubert is so tall, and he's actually right at the net, and also like, you know, Novak was actually moving still. That lob was like right on the baseline, just perfection. Yeah, pure perfection.
And I think that's yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. We tell these players, "Oh, variety, come to the net," and they're like, "Well, we're gonna get lobbed by Djokovic."
I got a question to ask, like, you know, the producer. What is Andy Murray? Is that Mary Berry?
Yeah.
Is Mary Berry famous? I'm not quite sure. Anastasia, where are you from?
I'm in New York.
You're in New York.
Yeah.
Is Mary Berry famous in the US?
I mean, from the show, from Bake Off.
Bake Off.
I was just bring some warmth. Okay.
Looks very, yeah. Looks very Christmassy.
Adrian, can you just the microphone a little bit away from your mouth?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely. Not for me, for the
yeah, for the audience.
I
see. I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, you can vape inside?
So like,
that guy's like, he's like waving his vape. I don't think that's allowed. They're gonna come find you.
I'm not quite sure how many people are watching, like, you know, our live chat, but I would want to know like what is their take on this match? Like how like how positive they still feel about like her Hubie get around and win this match. I don't feel too positive about it now.
No, especially since I think, I mean,
I
that's
love
definitely
Roland.
for the audience watching. Please let us know what you think. But for me, I have to say, Hubie didn't come into this second set with the energy that says, you know,
We got Matthew saying like who be getting tied in the tie break in a fairly meaningless match. Must be frustrating for him. Well, it might be meaningless for the tournament, but I think it's quite meaningful for him to
yeah,
actually show like what he can do. Oh, poor Hubie. I can't believe the first match that he get to play in the final is actually against Novak. It's just so unfair for him.
but that's the thing. It's weird because of all the matches that he could have played as an alternate, I actually
Yeah.
think this is the one that should
Right.
have. Okay, that's out. That should have been the most important to him.
Yeah.
You
Well, do you
know,
know what? If he wins this one, it will be like monument for him, like for his career. But if he lost, then it'll be like people will just feel more sorry for him. You know what I mean? So it depends on like the result of the match. If I were him, I'd probably go for it. I'll definitely go for it.
what's happening? Is there someone in the audience doing something? Or
See, Hubie's not giving up his 40 love now in his service game. He's still serving quite well. Wow. He finished with this ace.
nice.
Okay, guys, thank you for the chat. It was really, really good 1 hour and 13 minutes.
Thanks,
I
Mason.
hope we can make it again, maybe in the next season.
Yes.
Adrian, thank you. Anastasia,
It's
thank
really
for
nice meeting you today.
It was
Yeah.
really nice meeting you today. This was fun.
thank
Yeah.
you, guys. I
Thanks,
hope I
Mason.
was a kindly guest.
Have a nice day there.
Thank you, and have a good chat and watching the game. I
Yeah.
hope that Toby can make some
Different.
action in the in the next few games.
Fingers
Fingers
crossed.
crossed.
Okay,
Fingers
bye.
crossed.
Thank you, guys. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Basil.
See you later. Oh, Novak missing a volley.
No. Yeah. Say it isn't so. You
Well,
know, he's been it's interesting because he's been doing a lot of stretching and like holding his back.
mhm,
And
mhm,
I've thought what he needs, or I mean, he probably doesn't need it. He probably doesn't want someone to make this physical, is to make this a physical match. I feel like if
mhm,
he was being pushed physically, this might be a closer match than it's looking like right
mhm,
now.
mhm. We were always talking about like physicality. Like he's 36. He's supposed to like has less energy, or like the stamina should actually not in his favor. Still, like when he's playing like 5 sets match, or like playing a tournament, like that is so energy draining. He's still there. He doesn't actually show anything to slow down.
Yeah.
um I'm sure like he sacrificed a lot in his daily life, and not to eat certain things, and have to eat certain things, have to drink some things like that we wouldn't actually want to touch, to actually keep his like physical status so well. So
Yeah.
I think that's extremely admirable.
Yeah, I agree with Matthew here. Is, it really just looks like Novak has just been going through the motions, and then when it came to the tiebreak, he was like, "Oh, I need to turn it on," and then now he's back to, okay, let's just keep chugging along till we get to
Yeah.
another tiebreak. So yeah,
In addition to king of the tennis, he's also king of the tie breaks.
Yeah, it's been pretty, and
Matthew is absolutely right.
he doesn't really miss them. It's
No.
very, very rare when he does.
Yeah, because tiebreak is a test of not only like your tennis skills, it's also your mentality,
Mhm.
like your concentration as well. Because I play tennis a lot. I know like when I'm playing a proper match with them, with others, it's not really like majorly about like how you can swing or how you can serve. It's always like your mentality, like how you can keep your concentration there. Like you can concentrate on the game and not to be away with the ferry
Oh,
for even a second. Yeah.
are we at?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
Hubie has break points.
yeah.
Match just
Not just one. Like he's got 3 break points.
3 break points. Hubie,
Yeah.
what? What's happening?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was too busy talking. Oh, saved the first one with an ace.
Okay, so 2 more to go. Hubie, what can you do?
Oh, who be challenged? I think.
Mm,
Oh, he's out. So second serve, I guess. Yeah. Novak second serve, 3 break
Okay.
points down. What do you guys what do you think? This one, like, is he actually going to break it?
Well, I mean, he has to. How about that? He has
Yeah.
to.
Oh, double fault. That's really interesting to see. Like Novak just lost it. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere,
Wow.
out of absolutely nowhere.
Wow. This is a total John McEnroe out of nowhere. he double faults. Wow.
Do you know what? I still like do you remember like when he was playing like I think he was playing Hungary that
Yeah.
he lost one of his service game but get back like break back right immediately. So I
Yeah.
think this is probably the similar case. The only difference is that Hungarune's serve is probably not as threatening as
As Hubie's.
Hurkacz. Yeah, Hubie's.
Yeah.
See
And
him
that's
talking.
why, the game right after a break is so important.
I'm not quite sure. You're looking at you're looking at. Is it showing in your screen that he's arguing with his team, saying like just shut up, let me do what I'm doing.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Such a strong character.
Why is he?
But generally, I think professional players are quite rude to their team. Like I remember Hungary asking mom to go.
Yes. And it's something I do not understand.
Okay.
Because your team is there for you.
Yeah.
You literally hire them to help you succeed.
But you
And
argue with them.
when players start to do this, because he's not the only one, there are other players who do this.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't get it. I'm confused.
Do you know what? Being able to take all those like trash talk or like those like negative emotions, probably one of the responsibilities of the team. You understand what I mean? Because
It's
you're paid to take whatever I give you. Right.
It's like just accepted.
Yeah. Probably they're gonna have a chat saying like whatever I said on the court to you wouldn't count. I still love you guys, but you guys have to put up with me. Yeah. What we're showing on the screen is this is a bad matchup for Hurkacz. 30 to 11 baseline points. Wow, that is a surprise. Hurkacz can't really change the backhand exchange since just argue with the best player in all time.
Yeah.
Well, Alex, whoever the Alex is, sounds like a Novak Djokovic stan. Is it the same match we're all looking at? I don't think Hurkacz is doing that bad.
No, I actually don't think he's doing that bad at all.
Yeah.
We're at 30 love here. You might be a little ahead.
Yeah. Well, what am I 40? Oh, I'm at 40 love now, so
That would be a good hold for him.
yeah,
Nice. Look at that. Him coming up. Great
yeah,
forehand cross court.
yeah.
Great forehand cross court.
Or literally, this moment is out of nowhere. I think, probably Novak no, lost his, concentration for a bit, and Hurkacz was not actually giving up.
Yeah.
So it's like a seesaw. You know what I mean? You dropped a little bit, and I'm still there. So yeah,
Yeah. No, it definitely is a seesaw of a match. For sure. Really, really good hold here for Hurkacz. He needed that. He needed a good
yeah.
hold. And also, so
Always before
Darren
the break.
Cahill, Sinner's coach, is at every match. They just showed him again. He's at every single match.
Did you see him? Did you see him on in the audience?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
Well,
the
to be
second
honest,
time they've showed him.
right. Well, to be honest, Yannick Sinner was watching
Yes, he
the
watched
match
him.
last night, with
Yeah.
a hood, with a hoodie. He's wearing a hoodie and with a hood over his head. Looks very dodgy.
He, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, he's super popular in Italy, so he probably
Yeah.
had to. But I don't know, like, how do you hide that height? And he's such a tall, lanky guy.
Yeah.
That Oh, you know what? I have a project for our producer in the I know. Thank God. Okay. Someone asked in the chat. Someone asked in the chat before who I go for. And my player
Is
is
Rafa Nadal?
it's Carlos Alcaraz.
All right.
He's the one, but he's only there in place of Rafa Nadal. Like if they're both on tour playing, well, Carlos is just
Against each other.
back seat. He's just because Nadal is going to win everything, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Nadal is not really doing great in indoor courts because, the spinning. Yeah, because the spin. I think that's part of the reason why he didn't even win one single ATP finals, because the indoor courts are for those flat heaters and also big servers. Nadal is none of them, and also in indoor courts you're not. It's too fast, and Nadal's swing is need long time for preparation. So I think those are the contributing factors for him not winning one ATP final. But yeah. On the contrary, if it's on clay court, he's just invincible.
Again, it's I felt like it was always so odd to me that he did just so poorly once the indoor season started. But you're right with just his style of play.
Yeah,
does not suit indoor courts, which I'm hoping his offspring, Carlos Alcaraz, can get over that hump.
I think sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say the only chance for Nadal to come back and win the ATP final is that the ATP final is going to be in Cancun. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that name correctly, but that's the only chance, because with that condition, he's probably got a chance, you know, and it's outside as well.
Windy outdoors.
Windy outdoors, yeah.
It's like champion.
You tell me, yeah, champion right away. Just give me the trophy. Yeah, just give me the trophy.
So this isn't quite. This is an interesting game here, because Hurkacz is really pushing. He's really pushing here to possibly break a second time, but so far Novak has the point to.
Novak's getting back together, because getting things back together, because Novak's approaching the net again. So Hurkacz has less time to actually prepare for each shot. So I think that's why, we are 3-4. I do think if I'm right, I hope I'm right. I hope I'm wrong that Novak's gonna break the next game, Hubert's serve game. No, you don't think so?
Well, I think the big chance he did have was the one right after, and even in this game here, I really liked how Hubie has pushed and has, really like didn't just sort of let him, win an easy game. And what Matthew's saying here, it's interesting. It really
Yeah.
is interesting. I do think though, and it's really funny how, because Nadal said this in a random interview, which is completely true. Novak at first pushed back at it and was like, no, it's not true. And then later on was like, yes, I do care all about the records and the titles. But truly, I feel like that's just what is motivating Novak. He wants to be in the record books as having the most. And the reason why is that people don't like him. He's not popular. Like if you walk down the streets and you think of just a popular player, people are going to say Roger Federer or Nadal.
Yeah.
So what can Novak have? Well, he can have the most titles. And I really think he wants to break, he wants to get this title and get that record and then go to Davis Cup and also win Davis Cup and then come back next year and win an Olympic gold medal. I really think after he wins that Olympic gold medal, that's when I think we might start seeing a Novak that doesn't really care to be on tour anymore. Right. In my opinion, I think he just wants those titles. And
I do agree with you. Like, it depends because, like, there's only that much that, he wants. He wouldn't actually just keep playing until he's 40 just because he can. And what I'm thinking is, like, for example, nowadays, we still have this discussion, like, who's the greatest of all time. When, like, Novak has 24 Grand Slams and Nadal has 22, people are still discussing, like, because of this or that. I'm in favor of Nadal. If Novak won another 4, there won't be any discussion anymore. You know, like, because there's no point to discuss because on the book, it's clearly Novak is the greatest all time if he wins another 3-4 Grand Slam because all the major titles he's actually leading. Of course, I would love to see him actually got an Olympic medal and retire after that. Then that would be what's it called, icing on the cake. And then the career will be more complete. But yeah, in my mind, I don't think it's. There should be discussion on who's the greatest of all time. Tennis wise, just pure tennis, maybe Novak is certainly it is, but again, as you mentioned, he's not the most popular player in the world, so a lot of people wouldn't agree with it, but this just from where I am standing, he's
I think from Matthew's question about Davis Cup, I think because he participated already in the early qualifying into the finals, I think that's actually his spot. I don't think he actually has to show up at the finals of Davis Cup to go to the Olympics. He's already fulfilled that obligation, but he's still going to go to the finals. I believe. And also, I think.
This is getting interesting now because, Hubie is actually exactly what I said. Novak's gonna break back.
Oh my god, exactly what you said.
To break point down. Now it's one break point down because he just served an ace, which brings us to 30-40. So
30-40 now.
Yeah.
Oh wow. You
all right, another ace. So it's not over yet.
It's the thing that get you out of trouble in these indoor court situations.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Your serve will get you out of trouble. Yeah.
He couldn't drop his serve even a tiny bit. Three aces in a row, babe.
There we go. I like this. I like this sort of. I think at the beginning of the second set, Hubie felt a little down. I wasn't seeing the fire. And the fire.
See that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we win this game, then yeah, really nice inside out, then finished with a smash. Well, you could do that in the first set. Why didn't you do that?
Like, Hubie, why didn't you do that in first set?
Yeah, why did you do that in the first set? Yeah. Well, it's not too late. It's not too late. 5-3 is a good, it's looking
Yeah.
good. Let's see, Novak's gonna fight fire with fire.
Yeah. But I think there's talk in the chat about Novak, why he would play Davis Cup.
Davis Cup. If I were him, I wouldn't, to be honest. Yeah.
You know what it is? He doesn't need to play it right now because, again, I think he's
qualified,
set to go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I do think he does want that title for Serbia.
Okay.
I think he does want to win.
He loves his country so
I think he
much.
does want to win the Davis Cup to Serbia, but also Sinner is playing Davis Cup. So there is a chance that you get a Sinner Novak rematch.
All right. That would be fun.
You know he wants that. You know what I mean? So I feel like there are definitely reasons why Novak would
He might be in the team but not playing. Do you think that would be the case?
I don't think he goes if he doesn't play because only because, I mean, no shade to all the other Serbian players, but they need him to play.
Oh, that's true.
They need him to play in order to have a chance to win and, do some. They actually have some pretty good singles players who.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, even without Novak, they're not necessarily not strong. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Lajovic, who else again? Is Mochan? Serbian? No, Mochan is not Serbian.
No, but who's the guy that Novak is supporting? Hamed, I think. I can't remember.
I can't remember. I'm not quite sure. Our producer remember or knows his name. I know exactly what it's called. Starts with an M, I think.
Yes, it starts with an M.
It's a very young player. Yeah.
Unless I see it, I can't really.
Yeah, I can't really remember. He plays really well this year. Has some of his highlights.
Yeah.
Right. 30-15.
And by the way, if you don't know, everyone in the chat, Talking Tennis will be at the Davis Cup. So there is a possibility. You never know. You could get an exclusive. You could get a chat. You could get a press conference chat with Novak Djokovic.
So back in what's his name again? Oh yeah.
What's his name? Scroll down. Is that
this
it?
Is not what I'm talking about. I don't really think this is the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up because.
Yeah, I know he's now certainly in the top 100. I think. Yeah, we'll never know.
We will find it. But yes, Talking Tennis is going to be at the Davis Cup. If you become a member of the Talking Tennis channel, you can submit questions that our producer will send over to our representative at the event.
Thanks, Matthew. I'll see if this name rings a bell. Just bear with me.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Djokovic. Yeah.
That's it. But you can get the opportunity to ask a question to one of the players going to Davis Cup. Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to this channel yet, please do. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And we would love to get to that, landmark subscriber number, bring you more content about tennis.
Definitely. I followed Talking Tennis now.
Yes, we did it.
I
One
did it.
more,
Hit the subscribe, yeah.
one more person towards our goal of 5,000.
That would be brilliant.
But yeah, because we love bringing this content to you all. We
Yeah.
love talking tennis and discussing players and going to events and bringing the tournaments to you. The players are
Fantastic.
on a sit down right now. So what do you? So Hubie just has to hold here, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
to
So it's
take this.
4-5 now, yeah. And yeah, well, to be honest, like, it is always games like this, like, they'll serve for the either set for all the match as difficult for, like, for them, because, like, you just feel like, more pressured, like, you have to win this, it's your chance. Then sometimes you
Yeah.
just don't go to the plan. Well, it's a good start, like, Hubie just served an ace, so it's a good start for him to hold the serves.
Yeah. I think it's actually I saw Matthew's comment here about how long he will fund players' expenses. I think it's actually pretty, like, tennis is really an expensive sport.
Yeah, definitely.
And not just that, it's like the accessibility of tennis, like even being here in the States, trying to find courts and,
Mhm.
For young people, there's such a barrier to entry. So to have someone like that just say, you know what, no matter what, coaches, tennis courts, tournament entries,
Equipment as well, yeah.
equipment, that is actually really, really admirable, and it's great.
Yeah.
And hopefully he takes advantage of it and says, I have this easy entry here. I don't need to think about money and how much it's going to cost me to do something. I hope he takes
Yeah.
advantage of it, actually,
Like make something out of it, yeah.
make something out of it. Yeah. Hi,
Definitely.
sports and politics. Hello.
Hi Matthew. Saying hello to everyone. Let's talk about the match itself. Like now it's the set point, 40-15. Hubie just actually served a two beautiful, like, serve, unreturned serve. So now he has like 2 sets point. Let's see if he can finish this with a good serve.
Third.
No, second serve now.
Okay.
If he wins this set, I'm still rooting for him.
Yeah. I mean, if he
Novak's
wins this
Oh,
set,
yeah, there we go.
Oh, yes.
To be honest, Novak's return was good enough. Like, he certainly pushed, but, like, that flip of a forehand really actually, like, it shows, like, he's got something to do. He's got something there.
Yeah. And it kind of, this shows, because for a moment at the beginning of the second set, I didn't know if who was still in this. I felt like maybe he might just say, well, I got the money that I needed and, I'm done. But I like his reaction there. I think he's still in this. And that was a good response to the first set, because that tiebreak in the first set, wow, not great.
Yeah, like, it's so difficult when you're already feeling down and frustrated and get yourself back together and pull yourself back together and, like, to actually gather your, like, like, to find the momentum and keep going. It is really difficult. It's so admirable that he can do that in the second set. You can clearly see, like, he feels like really down at the very beginning of the set and managed to get back.
Oh, this is interesting. So it's in Spanish. So I don't know if our producer wants to put it up. There's a tweet from Jose Maron that because Novak has just lost his second set to Hubie, he needs Yannick to win.
Oh,
tonight.
right.
Needs to win. If Holger wins in either 2 or 3 sets, Novak is out.
Wow.
Yeah, which is interesting. There are just so
Ooh.
many permutations. Round robin tennis is the best. I know people, people who absolutely don't like it, whatever. But I love the fact that there's so many, anything can happen. You're depending on other player. I like it, gives it a little, there's a little bit more excitement, there's a little bit more like, ooh, what could happen, versus it just being clear cut and set in stone. But here we go. We're about to start the third set, and
It doesn't look like can you oh sorry, I can't actually read Spanish, so it's okay you show it's okay you show the English translation. Because it seems like it means like he's gonna finish what does it mean classified?
yeah, the translation is wrong.
All right.
Clasificado means kind of confirmed there.
All
Like,
right.
like this is
Means like Yannick Sinner is confirmed to be in the semi-final. Does it mean that?
No, well,
It's just whether
only
Yannick
talking
Sinner is the
about- yes,
okay.
because if I mean, it kind of
Yeah,
does.
I think
it
that's
does.
what it means. Like
Yeah, I
either
was
is
thinking about
he's
it
the
now.
first one, or the
Yes,
second
that
one.
Sinner is
Yeah,
in. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So it
So
needs Sinner to win for Novak to
for him
end.
to go
Yeah,
in,
it to
yeah,
go in.
we
Yeah.
need Sinner to win.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, if Holger Rune, he's gonna be all over that today.
Yeah. Well,
That's
to be
gonna be an
honest,
exciting match.
Holger Rune, I'm not quite sure Holger Rune played Yannick Sinner before. I think they played twice, and Holger Rune actually won both of them. So Holger Rune probably needs because
Oh
Holger
yeah,
Rune
that's
wasn't.
wrong. That translation is so wrong.
Yeah, I think it's Yannick Sinner is
Wild.
classified for semi-final. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? That's very interesting, John. That yeah, interesting. We need to sort of
Yeah,
I wonder if
probably.
it's like a Google Translate thing, or that's so funny how wrong that translation is.
It's completely the opposite. So that's the
It's the
problem. Yeah.
opposite, but I don't know why it would have gotten that translation from what he said,
Yeah.
because he said it right in Spanish.
So what he means is since Novak Djokovic lost a set, the Italian is classified rather than Novak Djokovic is classified.
Yeah.
So see the Spanish is supposed to be Italiano está classified. Well, sorry, my Spanish is just like rubbish. So I wouldn't actually keep reading it in Spanish. What I'm trying to say is that Italian is classified rather than
Yeah. The lesson we're learning here, guys, is everyone should be bilingual. Just pick up some Duolingo and go learn some Spanish, because it's actually great.
Do you actually learn your Spanish? Are you fluent Spanish speaker or not?
I'm not a fluent Spanish speaker. I try my best,
Okay,
but
cool.
I do like reading, writing. I'm completely fluent in Spanish. But when I speak, I almost have to warm up my speaking, and then I'm better.
So I guess English is your first language, and
Yes,
Spanish
English
is
is my
the
first
second.
language,
Right.
and then I studied French and Spanish in school.
Oh, that's really cool. I'm always jealous of people who can speak like 3 or more language. Yeah. Well, I
So
think
that was a normal hold there, I think, for Novak in the third.
Yeah.
Just the third set there.
Well, by the way, I think Hubert Hurkacz's new racket is quite beautiful. I really like the design.
The Yonex.
Yeah, the
Now,
Yonex.
here's a thing that, I didn't even really think about. But yesterday, the crew that were commentating on, what was the last match yesterday? No, it was the first match, I think. Yes. It was
First
the
one
first.
was first one was like in I think
Oh,
first one was
it was
Carlos
Carlos
playing Ruby.
and Ruby. And the commentator, I think it was Miles. Miles was commentating, and the producer were talking about shoes. We're talking about Nike
Okay.
shoes and which shoes the players were using and everything. And it
Yeah.
got me thinking, because did you know, you might know this already, but with rackets, especially, and I don't know if they do these with shoes, because shoes are different. You can kind of see the design of a shoe easier. But with rackets, if a tennis player likes their racket, the racket they've been using for years, and they don't want to change it because, again, it's their tool, it's the tool of their trade.
Yeah.
But the company is releasing a new racket, and they want to promote that new racket.
So they just use the paint.
They just paint the old racket
with the new design. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. Yeah. Because I can give you a good example. Is who's that? I think it's oh yeah, it's Ons Jabbar. No, not Ons Jabbar. It's Marissa Curry. He's actually currently he's using Wilson Ultra, which is the blue paint. But actually, the feature of the racket is actually Pro Staff. So the racket is Pro Staff, like the mold is Pro Staff. He's just painting in blue to make it to promote that line. That's what I mean.
Yeah, and the audience isn't really, if you're not paying attention, if you don't know what these rackets look like, you would never know. But I think this actually came up with this new Yonex racket because it has the green paint on it, and there was some discussion about like how many of these players actually all of a sudden switched to the new in the middle of the season. They're just like, let's to the new racket.
Yonex has a very special, very unique, feature of the racket, because the head is not round. It's actually very flat, not flat, I don't know how to put that in English, but
it's the top of an oval kind of.
Yeah, it's not oval shape. It's actually quite straight line. What I'm trying to say is, for example, the head rackets, even though there are actually 6 or more, even more, different branches, but the shape of the racket is the same. So with different paint, it's only with different paint you know which racket which racket the player's using. But with Wilson, different line has its unique features. For example, the Pro Staff have that thingy, dampener thingy, at the side of racket, and also the clash is very thick at the bin. So you can clearly tell, even without the paint, to tell which racket is which line. But for head racket, it's just more difficult.
I thought that was an interesting conversation yesterday, because I don't know if you can do it with shoes. I know the thing with tennis shoes is, even though, because, for example, I don't even know what the names of the shoes are, but if a player is playing with a certain type of shoe and you go out and you go buy it, you're not getting that player's shoe. Most tennis players have their feet molded, and they make the shoes to their feet. So you're not really getting exactly the shoes. The outside of it might be similar, but not what's happening inside.
Definitely.
I love topics like that, because it's a little bit insider.
No, I absolutely, on this topic. I actually seen YouTube videos to actually tell you what exactly the tennis racket is, what mode it is. And what they say, It is. You understand what I mean? Like, for example, they're using just a quick example. For example, um, Novak Djokovic is using like a head speed, but actually what he's using is head like previous generation
Sure,
racket. They're just
yeah.
saying because the paint is like speed head speed, but it's actually not. It might be. So like there's a like YouTube video to explain it to you, and also what the tension they're using, what strings they're using, and something like that. It's quite interesting to see. Yeah. I saw a comment, but I think we missed it.
Which one? This one? Let me.
It's not showing on my screen anymore.
This one.
Yeah, what's there behind the unusual shape? Hi, Sean. I think it's about branding. Like Yonex, like they're using like the very kind of a distinct racket shape to kind of distinguish themselves from other brands. I remember there was a really popular brand called Prince. It's an American brand. I'm not quite sure you guys heard of it.
Yeah.
At the moment, none of the major players are using their rackets anymore, which is a shame because I am a huge fan of their Tour 100 racket, which is the racket that Iga Swiatek used to win his first French Open. I'm a huge fan of that racket, but they are no longer popular. They used to have like all different sorts of unusual rackets, but players probably doesn't like them, so but don't like them. So yeah, I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. It's not the one he wears. Do you know how hard I searched the earth? Our producer just typed a comment about Rafa's shoes. I searched the earth. I looked at every outlet store, Nike website. I was like, he's wearing them. These are not his shoes. Why can't I get these? Yes, it's really tough to actually get what the players are wearing in some respects. Like they sort of give you the colors or they give you things like that. But yeah, it's interesting actually that more players, and I don't know if it has to do with wait a second. Okay, no. I was going to say back to the tennis, but I realized I'm a point behind a little bit.
Well, at the moment, it's 15:30. It's not actually break point yet, but
Not yet.
but Hubie certainly feel threatened in this. Yeah, he has more pressure in this service game. Hopefully, he didn't lose it. He's not going to lose it because it's not looking good for him.
Hey, Max. Thank you for the congratulations.
Right, it's going to be a really interesting point. Thanks.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just like in general the shot quality. Novak is just better. So gradually you see this is a maybe 10, 12 shot rally. Gradually Novak is just maybe the balls are the shots are maybe 10 centimeters deeper than Hubie's. Then he's going to actually win this point.
Novak has break points here.
Yeah, 2 of them. Oh, saved one by a serve again. I remember there was a game before that was similar like this. Yeah. He was love 40 down, and now
and he saved with just
let's see how it goes. Not jinx it. Shoot, second serve now.
Yeah.
Oh no. I remember that was exactly the same, strategy Novak used to actually attack his forehand. I remember the previous one, the last set, Hubie like get to actually with the flip of the forehand get the point, get the ball in, but this one is not lucky enough to get that in. So
Get in.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't
such
it
a
wasn't at
deja
all.
vu.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
as
like
you can
they're doing the
see,
same thing.
dropping his racket there in frustration. So let's see
Mm.
how he responds,
Yeah,
We
let's
know
see.
we know he can break, so
Yeah.
let's see.
Well, the
We have
data.
33 votes in, and the votes are still leaning towards Novak winning this.
Yeah.
We'll talk about shoes and rackets again the next changeover.
That's
Right now,
it's a forehand exchange. Novak's actually like, yeah, attacking Hubi's forehand. You can still you can feel like Hubi's forehand is a lot of spinning like today, rather than like like a flash shot, because
Mhm.
like he's because Novak's like shot is too fast for him to actually do that. So very unfortunate. Is he gonna challenge?
I was like, wait, no. Is he challenging it?
Is he going to challenge it? I'm not quite sure.
What is happening? No, and it wasn't. So okay. 30 love. With 30 love.
Nice return. But only because like Novak's trying to like approach to the net. Great serve. Wow, on the line. I wonder like how many practice they need to make sure like each shot is so accurate, and if he feels really at ease to do shots like that. It's not actually 20 centimeters away from the net line. It's actually right on the line. So
Yeah.
to make sure like there's so less margin for him to like make mistake, there must be like thousands of like practice for the cross court shot.
Probably. I was watching a practice, and I think it was Alcaraz in Asia, and his coach had just put cones on the line.
Yeah.
And his goal was just to hit
Yeah.
hit the cones,
To
which
hit the
was
cone.
so fascinating to watch. That because before that I had never, I think you might just think, oh, it's just luck, it hits the line, it's just luck, but they actually train for these things, and because you can't just hope it always hits the line or something like that. But okay, changeover. What's happening in the chat? Yes, you are correct. Our watch along tonight is going to be mammoth. It's going to be big. We're going to have a bit of a pre-show earlier before the players are on court, just to give a little bit of a preview, because especially now, I think I'm going to save all my thoughts. I'm going to save all my thoughts because I'm going to be doing that preview. So I'm going to save it all so you hear it fresh from me then. And then the commentary will then be followed, and the commentary will be brought to you by Miles and Nick tonight. So will be a big show. Big show. And Damien and Vange will join in. Oh, God, this is big data talking tennis. Are you sure it hit 5,000 today?
Well,
Big.
Rune
Nice.
versus Yannick is gonna be like yeah, it's gonna be a very conspicuous game.
Yeah, I will be watching for sure.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Um,
go watch that.
Super exciting. I'm excited for all those. It's almost like a little bit of a TV schedule. I like it. I like it. Um, okay, players back on court. Oh, last ball drops. Jake. Yes. Yes, memories. Memories. Last ball drops. That was fun. Oh, wow. Okay, so Hurkacz, Hubi's serving, and Djokovic has some looks here. It's 30
Yeah.
love right now.
At the moment, like Hubie just served on return serve, so it's like 15-30 now, from
Okay.
what I'm seeing. And now second serve.
Yeah, that was too. That was too.
Oh.
Djokovic always does this sort of pretzel falling into trying to return.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
Pretzels
not quite
himself.
sure. It almost like a camouflage to actually trick your opponent to believe that
Maybe.
you're gonna, yeah, to
Oh my
trick your,
goodness, I had never thought of that, Adrian, but you're so right.
yeah.
That's possibly a little bit of a
Yeah, because like when you see your opponent's gonna fall, you will actually automatically feel like what feel panic and see like what is that? Should I go for it or not? Then he's actually all right. He'll just actually follow with a killing shot. So it's really unfair for the opponent.
Novak has break. Oh god, he
Oh,
has one break. Did he
Hubie,
break?
yeah, he bricked once. So he's trying to break this, but like what I
He's
can
trying to
see,
break the
like
second time. Yeah.
it's on juice now, and
Oh, it's on D now. Okay.
yeah, and Hubie's actually like
Oh, I saw that. See, he did it
again his
again. You're
serve saved the
right.
game. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're that kind of falling. It's because he does it all the time. It's like a falling pretzel motion. He
Yeah,
just like, yeah,
because
interesting.
the opponent wouldn't know, like it's certainly going to affect the opponent's like in the decision of
Oh,
shot.
great
So
ace out wide by Hubie there to take for advantage.
yeah,
Nice.
back to Jews now. Thanks, Jake. Congratulations on the channel. So before the live today, tennis channel didn't have like 4,000 subscribers, or or is
No,
the
we
is
got it last. We got it last night. We got it last night.
right? That's a huge
Great achievement.
accomplishment. Yeah. Ooh. Right. So Hubie missed a shot. Now it's break point again, I think. If
Hmm,
Novak's gonna get the break point, then I don't think Hubie's got a
I don't.
chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's no turning back.
It would be a tough thing to recover from.
Yeah. Second serve. It's gonna be interesting. Let's go. Novak is just like returning really well. Its return is not really slow. It's so flat and so threatening. And after he return, or he's not actually in the position, he always follows with a slice to change the rhythm. And
Mhm.
Hubie today is not actually dealing with the slice really well. It's either go long or like very like jumpy the ball. So
Yeah.
Novak can actually take on it and go for it. So yeah. Unfortunately, Novak broke again.
There you go.
And yeah, see how great he is with the slides to change the rhythm and everything. It's
Yeah,
just
it's really, really.
unbelievable. People have actually really high hope on Cena actually, um, to actually win a slam or win a Masters title. To be honest, he's already 22, and he only won his first Masters title this year. which is like super weird for like a genius or talented players like him. I think the reason is that like his shot when he's actually, especially when he's playing Medvedev, is so monotonous. It's always like flat shot going this corner to that corner, but Medvedev is not actually threatened by those shots.
No.
Medvedev is threatened by like slice, drop shots, and also you approach to actually make sure like he's actually like trying to get more time to actually take on the shots. So like Yannick Sinner changed. He actually used more slice, drop shot, and also like to change the pace more. Of course, his serve improved a lot.
Yeah, he's also been like approaching the net.
Yeah, approaching the net exactly. So I think he learned and he evolved. That's why like he get good results.
Yeah, which I love.
Yeah, definitely. It's really difficult.
Sorry. I was just gonna say Novak's trying to serve it out here, which
I think it's gonna happen. Like,
yeah, I was like, shouldn't be a problem.
He's completely toying with Hubie. Now Hubie's just like trying to get the ball back, and that's all. Yeah. He knows where Hubie's gonna go, and he's always actually. Oh, it's so close, yet unbelievably far.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I see the placement.
This is, if anything that Hubie can probably take from this match is, to see sort of the improvements that he needs to make in his game, where he needs to work more on attacking. Like you just can't be like sending the ball back,
Yeah. But it's not like he doesn't want to. It's just that he's not actually able to, because the shots from Novak is just too good for him. What he can only do is just actually get the ball back. Yeah. That's a good shot. Oh. So we're at 30 all, and one of his like forehand down the line has been called out. I believe that was in. So let's see. Oh, it is out. It's maybe 1 centimeter out. Now it's Novak's match point. Oh. I have a feeling Novak's going to serve this out.
Same.
There we go. I'm so good at it. Right. I got everything right. Look, Hubie's still smiling. It's like oh yeah, I got like 20-something thousand, $200-something,000 just by playing a match with you. So I'm still happy. I showed my face in the finals. I gave the media coverage. I'm still happy with my season. That's probably what Hubie's gonna say.
That's a good question from our producer. It's really funny that by losing a set here, Novak has sort of taken it out of his hands in terms of what happens next and going into the semifinals. So we will see what happens tonight. I don't know if Rune wins in straight sets, what that means. Another member of our Talking Tennis crew, Mario, he knows everything. Maybe if we can put his Twitter handle up, but if you want to know the different permutations of what could possibly happen.
The scenarios.
Oh, and there he is. He's updated the scenarios already. So there you go. In order for if Rune beats Sinner, Novak is out.
All right. So as long as Rune wins, Novak's out. Sounds like that.
Yeah. So if Sinner wins, It's Sinner and Novak. If Rune wins, it's Rune and Sinner.
All right.
How many people
I
are
can't believe, like, Novak's fate is in other people's hand. It never happened to him in finals, I guess.
You know what? It never really happens to him, but first of all, he lost a set here. So we have
He lost the match here as well.
Yeah, but then also the fact that Tsitsipas had that walkover
All right.
and gave the win to Rune, that's
That's an advantage for Rune.
that's a big advantage for Rune, because that's, I think, how
That's
they
a 6-love win. Yeah.
Yes,
For
they
the set.
calculated a 6-love win. Yep. So, yeah, that would be really good for Rune. Lucky for him in that case.
Yeah.
So I have to agree with Matthew here.
So you want Rune beat Sinner?
I'm all for
the
new kids on the block. I am all for the new kids on the block. I support newness and freshness and excitement.
Yeah. Because Rune was actually not doing well for the the end half, the end bit of the season. For example, the indoors and also the previous Masters tournament. But he's playing better now, I think. In Chinese season, I don't think Rune was actually nowhere. Rune was not really relevant. You know what I mean? And especially in Shanghai. And now he's playing a little bit better. But the thing is that Rune beat Jannik Sinner twice. Jannik Sinner never got a win against Rune. So I think that could be the incentive for Sinner to go for it and win this one.
No, that would big incentive for Sinner to go for it. There is a thought of, he might want to save himself for the semis and the final, so he's not going to sort of redline it. It's interesting that his spot is already confirmed, and what sort of Sinner we get in this. I think Rune has all the sort of he has the most to lose, in this. I think our producer put this, he hasn't technically won a match, but he might qualify, which is crazy. But this is round robin tennis. This is how it works. Unfortunately, with Tsitsipas withdrawing the way he did, that's what happens.
It reminds me of 1 year, Advanska, Aga Advanska, just won 3 matches to got the title. That was still something we talk about nowadays, with the run robin thing. It was just winning 3 matches, only one matches in the run robin, and qualified as the second one, then won the semi-final and the final to get the title. I can't remember what year that was. Maybe our producer knows, but that was still a topic nowadays, saying anything can happen in ATP or WTA finals.
Yeah. Huh. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Novak went 3 hours.
There are different thoughts about the way Tsitsipas handled these finals, and
right.
if he should have withdrawn before
the tournament,
playing that match with Rune, and actually having Hubie play that match instead, because that would definitely have different results.
Yeah.
For sure.
There we go. That we have it on screen now. Is it 2015? Yeah, 2015. Yeah. In Singapore, yeah.
But yeah, so again, we don't know these players' bodies. We don't know what decisions what decisions were made. We can all have our opinions, but it will be quite the thing if Rune qualifies and Novak doesn't, because of that. It will be quite the the talking point. Let's just
Yeah,
say.
definitely. Like media will love
Oh,
it.
we'll
And
never hear
also,
the end of round robin tennis. We go round robin tennis.
well, imagine that. I don't know. Like, I'm just so looking forward to seeing this, to watching the match tonight and see, like, how things goes.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. But
Well,
well,
this
on
was
the
great.
yeah, I quite enjoyed it. By the
Yeah.
way, this is the first time I'm commentating any, like, tennis match.
Oh,
Uh,
you did awesome. You did great. You did way better than I did my very first
Really?
time.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you so
one,
much. Yeah, I did it. I did
110%.
enjoyed it. I did really enjoyed it. Thanks for the opportunity, our lovely producer. It
Oh,
was
and
basically. Do you know why I woke up and I was just like open my Twitter, X, former Twitter, and I saw the test, like, who wanted to do some commentation. I didn't even say yes. I just show up at my hand, with the emoji, and then I just got a message from John and saying, like, do you want to do this? I was like, okay, why
well,
not?
that's all you need. You don't even need to say anything. You just need emoji. Like that's that, and it does it. But no, this was great. It was lovely having you on. I can't wait till you
Thank you,
commentate
Anastasia.
again.
Yeah.
We can do this again, and welcome to the Talking Tennis family.
Thank you.
We're a fun group over here. We just love tennis, and that's really all you need to know. We love tennis. If you
Great.
are watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. As you see, we're at
Definitely.
4,026. We're hoping to get to 5,000 by the end of the year, which we will, obviously. We have tons of things coming to you today. Miles and Nick are going to be commentating on the Holger Rune and Sinner match. And as you've already heard, there's a lot on the line. There's a lot on the line on that match. We're going to be having a pre-match show, which I will be back for. I believe John will be here as well, and some other commentators to commentate on that preview show. And after the match, we're going to have a post-match show. It's a big night over here at Talking Tennis. Join us for that. We're also going to be at the Davis Cup live on the ground. If you become a member, you'll be able to submit questions to our producers that could possibly be asked to the players that attend the Davis Cup. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot going on. Join in for the fun. Subscribe. Please like this video. And we hope to see you tonight.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you, guys. If you're watching this, thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice actually. I'm just talking at you if you like. But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of homepage, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid. But these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestien here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
John, I won't let it go cool down, but we can do a couple.
Yeah, right now?
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay, great.
You got it all inside of you.
Yeah, should work fine. Can I have 10 seconds or 20 seconds?
Okay,
I didn't know, sorry.
all right.
That's fine. He just wants to. Yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. You can just go to the time and then
Feel it to be true. And when you dance,
Yeah, sure.
Is it okay to stand here or you'd rather sit down there?
where do you want me?
Standing here?
Here?
Is
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to, make you stand up for too long. Okay, let me just check the camera's on. Yes, it is. What a return! Leila Fernandez. Take a bounce. Match point, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Billie Jean King Cup point. Here in somehow. What attacking? What defense? Wow! Wow! Look at this! Boy,
I was probably a little bit bamboozled with with everything. Sorry.
And Billie Jean King Cup 2023, that's a wrap.